The Silver Dragon Queen has regained her strength. But she told the maid not to tell me this news. I am currently teaching Muen how to use magic, and am not aware of the situation of the Silver Dragon Queen. Muen quickly learned a small part of magic within a few hours, which made me curious. In the evening, I went to the Silver Dragon Queen's room, intending to torture her again. However, she threw me onto the bed and tied me up. It's already evening now. Night falls over the Silver Dragon Castle. The curved moon shines on the castle in the sky. Inside the Silver Dragon Castle, several rooms also had lights on. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door of Roswitha's room. "Excuse me, Your Majesty." Anna pushed open the door and entered. She walked in carrying a tray with a bowl of steaming medicinal soup on it. At this moment, Roswitha was sitting on the bed, focused on reading a book. After hearing the knock on the door, she looked up at Anna. Anna said to Roswitha, "This is the medicine prescribed by the doctor, which can help you recover your strength." Roswitha turned her head to look at the bowl of medicine and said calmly to Anna, "My body has recovered. It's okay not to drink." Anna didn't go on when she heard that Roswitha had regained her strength. She placed the bowl of brown medicine on a nearby cabinet. At this moment, Anna lifted her head and noticed that the walls seemed a bit different from before. There is a hole with several cracks on the wall next to Roswitha's bed. She said to Roswitha with confusion, "Your Majesty, this is..." The hole that was punched out by Roswitha is a bit deep, and even the crack next to it has cracked very wide. Roswitha glanced aside, because she didn't know she had regained her strength just now, and Leon said some derogatory words to her. She punched the wall directly to vent her anger. She awkwardly said to Anna, I didn't control the force just now. Find someone to fix it tomorrow." Anna nodded, indicating that she had received her instructions. "I understand." After putting the medicine on the cabinet, Anna held the tray and prepared to leave Roswitha's room. Roswitha seemed to suddenly remember something. She put down her book and called out to Anna, "Wait." Anna turned around and wanted to know if there was anything else Roswitha had instructed her. Roswitha whispered to Anna, "Don't tell Leon beforehand that my body has recovered. I want him to take care of me for a few more days." After speaking, her face turned slightly red, and her eyes looked to the side. She even picked up a book and gently covered her face, as if the words made her feel shy. Anna looked at Roswitha with some surprise upon hearing these words. She seemed to have never heard Roswitha say such words, nor had she seen Roswitha's shy face. Anna thought that Roswitha was satisfied with Leon's careful care these days, and didn't want him to leave so soon. In the Silver Dragon clan, Roswitha is the queen who leads her people forward. But here she is, a girl who wants to spend more time with her lover. At the thought of such a happy scene, Anna couldn't help but chuckle softly. She put her hand to her mouth, trying to conceal her smile. "Okay, I know." After Anna left the room, Roswitha's expression suddenly changed from a shy smile to a sinister one. She wasn't trying to get Leon to take care of her for a few more days, as she'd claimed. She tightly grasped the book in her hand and silently said in her heart, Humph. Leon, your good days are coming to an end. 2 days after Roswitha regained her strength, Leon still didn't know her physical condition. It's daytime now. The bright sun has set on the courtyard and the nearby flowers, making the entire courtyard look vibrant. At this moment, he and Muen were playing together in the courtyard. Muen jumped up happily, trying to catch Leon's attention. Dad, Muen wants to learn that one. The one where the body becomes shiny. Leon held his chin in his hand and pondered for a moment what Muen was saying. Then, he lowered his head and looked at her, saying, Shiny? Are you talking about magic? Muen jumped excitedly a few times, waved his hand in the air a few times, and then turned a few circles. The movements she made seemed to be imitating the appearance of Leon and Roswitha fighting on the training ground. She said to Leon while making movements, "It's the kind of thing you and Mom did on the training ground." Leon hadn't noticed Muen wanting to have the idea of learning before. So how did she suddenly want to learn this at this point in time? He looked at Muen and said to her in confusion, "Muen, why do you suddenly want to learn magic?" Hearing Leon ask her that, Muen felt a little shy. She lowered her head and stretched out her left hand and the index finger of her right hand to touch each other. She whispered to Leon. Noah learned a lot of things in school. Muen didn't want to be left behind by her. As the eldest sister, Noah has already gone to school to learn a lot of knowledge. On the last time Noah went home, Noah had already applied the knowledge from school to analyze her parents' fights. She envies Noah for learning so much knowledge. After learning about Muen's thoughts, Leon seemed to have understood the reason why she wanted to learn magic so much. He bent down slightly and looked into her eyes, saying to her, "So, Muen also wants to learn something." Muen nodded vigorously, indicating that this was her motivation to learn magic. Leon lifted his hand and held his chin, looking into the distance, pondering about Muen's situation. The advantage of having 2 children at home is that there will be a competitive relationship between them. She likes her sisters so much. She certainly doesn't want to distance herself from her sister. Since Muen wants to keep up with Noah's pace, as a father, Leon will not let her feel left behind. He made a fist with his right hand and placed it on his chest, while placing your left hand on your waist, as if he were making a strong guarantee for Muen. He said to her confidently with a smile on his face, "Okay, Dad will definitely teach you magic. Let's start with simple magic guidance." Muen looked up at Leon and answered very happily, After teaching Muen magic guidance for a period of time, Leon allowed her to slowly guide the magic of her body. Muen closed her eyes tightly, her body trembling slightly, as if using all her strength to do the magic guidance. She lowered her head, clenched her fists, and was working hard to guide the magic out of her body. A faint magical airflow enveloped Muen's feet and body, even gently made her hair float. Leon crossed his hands in front of his chest and noticed the slowly rising magical airflow near Muen. He expressed surprise in his heart at her learning speed. In just a few hours, Muen was able to smoothly guide the magic within her body. Maybe she will soon receive the magic enlightenment and awaken the power of the original magic. Is she a genius? just as Muen was still focused on guiding the magic of her body. Her hungry voice broke the calm at the moment. She stopped the movement of guiding the magic, lifted her head, and looked pitifully at Leon. "Dad, Muen is hungry and lacks energy." It seems that the magic guidance consumed a lot of energy, which made her feel hungry. Leon looked at her, feeling embarrassed by her hungry voice.
Hey! Have you heard about it? SF Light Novel is going to share a new comic. I have already shared a new comic. The name of this comic is The Blonde-Haired Villain. In Girl Overlord novel, also longs for happiness. I have already shared the relevant content of this comic in this video. You can click on this video to learn about the comic story and character information. If you are interested, you can subscribe to my channel and wait for the sharing of new comic.